Okay, yesterday I did a video on cheaters, and then I was thinking about what about the people who were cheated on? Been on that side too. Guess I done been on every side of the fence. The cheater, the cheated on, the one that was being cheated with. Oh wow. Anyway, I mean, that's in the past, and not the glory on that. I'm just laughing at the fact that I've had experience on those different areas, and not to glorify it at all, because when you sober up and get understanding of what you're really doing and the seeds that you're really planting, it's like that ain't cool. But with all that being said, I just like to, on this November 29th 9:27 a.m. morning, say that hurt hurts. And when you give your all to somebody and they act like it's of no value, I like to say the hardest thing to do is when you are convicted to that you have to walk in love with somebody who has cheated on you and you've done them no wrong, who has, and when I say wrong, we all fall short of being perfect in relationships. Let me get that straight. But you haven't intentionally brought any malice. You haven't cheated on them. You haven't denied them of anything that is fair in a relationship. That's what I'm saying. Done them no wrong. And with that preface, you have been devalued, dishonored, cheated on, abused, misused, not seen as a human being with feelings and emotions. Not valued, not appreciated, taken for granted, rejected repeatedly through verbal abuse, words of dishonor, just so much that you've taken through just trying to be good to somebody. And I'm trying not to go back into that energy, and that's why you have all these pauses and just saying, all right, God, I'm giving it all my best. I'm giving this my best. Even when I see defeat in front of my face, I'm just gonna give it my best. With the divorce papers in hand, with the walking out the door, with the, I'm still gonna give it my best, and people still find everything wrong about you. That's when you thank God for deliverance from somebody who can't appreciate you. That's when you recognize your own self-worth. That's when you make pain pay. That's when you realize who you are. That's when you recognize your self-worth. That's when you start valuing yourself and loving yourself. Because you don't love yourself when you keep seeking somebody who is constantly rejecting you and telling you you're not good enough. They don't want you. When they walk out that door, you don't follow behind them. Now, if God tell you to do something different, that's a whole nother something. But love yourself enough to register that certain people just don't want you. And that has to be okay. That just has to be okay. Everybody is not gonna think you God's gift to or for them. Everybody is not going to stick around. Reason, season, or lifetime. You have to figure out the purpose of this person in your life. And even if God doesn't reveal it to you, still walk in faith, knowing that better is coming. And when you receive the better, you appreciate it. Don't allow that bitterness and hurt to take root and give you that hard life of steadily looking over your shoulder. Yeah. Let people earn their way in, but don't make them so penalized for somebody else's fault because you never took time to heal from that last relationship. Get peace over somebody leaving who said, hey, this was only temporary. Hey, I don't want you anymore. Hey, whatever. The season is over. The reason is fulfilled. I look at me and some other folks who've had parents that stayed together until death do them part, or are still together, and these are people my age, and look at people who stayed married to death, and we were talking amongst ourselves and just like, dang, we sure had some good parents and good examples. Why are we attracting people who don't value this? I really haven't got an answer for that, other than maybe opposites attract. Maybe we need to sow a seed of love to show somebody something different. But I know my daily confession is for the lifetime lifeline, the to death do us part mate. I'm not going to keep playing around with temporary people who especially folks who don't value or appreciate me, or see my presence as a present / gift in their life. And I'll never go back to somebody who can't appreciate me. So I say this: forgive yourself, forgive the other person. Yes, hurt hurts. Be healed and appreciating what you got. Learning to love yourself, learning to watch the signs of, okay, this may not be, and stop being so quick to get so deeply intimate, even if it's not sexual, but getting so deeply intimate with somebody that you can't really know the person or get to know before you let them all the way in. Learn what it means to take time to get to know yourself first and then somebody else. Look at all your past relationships. What was the common denominator? About you and about what you attracted and how the situation transpired. What lesson did you get? And if you didn't get a lesson, you wasted your time. Heal. Be healthy enough that you can be by yourself for a little while. That it's okay to come home to yourself. It's okay to go out by yourself. To truly be okay. And not be people watching, wishing that was you in that situation. You can have everything God promised. But first things first. Is God really first in your life? And after that, you can determine, can you bring somebody else? Because at that point, you can love God first and love your neighbor as yourself. That's a healthy relationship. Well, I just pray that you be healed and you be made whole, and you don't allow the root of bitterness to bring that fruit of the hard life of unforgiveness and the death that comes from it. And I'm not necessarily talking about 6 feet under. I'm just saying the cutoff of life that you can have for freely forgiven. God bless you. God keep you. God direct you. In Jesus' name.